Hi, I'm Rebecca, and this is my vlog about knitting. Yeah, that's it. I'm 40 years old. I live in Silverdale, Washington. I have 5 kids and 2 dogs and a boyfriend. And contrary to what my face is telling you right now, I have not been crying. I put on my makeup today and I was like, I look like I have been bawling my eyes out. I don't know why it looks like that. It just does, okay? It just does. Don't ask questions about that. I have not been crying. I did have like this scary thing happen to me today where I was getting ready for my kids. I was getting them ready for school, and this like dark shadowy figure like approached my door. They were very tall with a hat, and I was like, oh my god, this is so scary. They're like walking really slow, and I ran over to the door and I locked it right when they got to the door, and it turned out it was my daughter who was coming home from a dentist appointment. She had one at 7 in the morning, and so I'd forgotten about that, and I wasn't expecting her to come back. She's usually at work, and so hadn't considered that was going to happen. But I wasn't crying over it. I did make her take the kids to the bus stop for it though. I was like, my whole body hurts from stress. My heart is pounding, take them. But I wasn't crying about it. I did this makeup before that even happened, and it looked like this the whole time. I don't know. I'm not crying. I'm not sad. I'm in a perfectly good mood. Lindsay Lohan has a new Christmas movie out called Falling for Christmas on Netflix, and I want to see it so bad. That was my plan today. I was gonna knit and I was gonna watch this Christmas movie because I love horrible Christmas movies, and I have high hopes that this is gonna be really bad. I don't like Hallmark Christmas movies. Not my favorite, but I like A Christmas Prince. I like the stuff that's really, really bad. My favorite. I don't like Christmas movies that are predictable. In fact, I really just love stories and movies that have really unhappy endings. Like if there was a Hallmark movie that ended in a giant fight and never speaking to each other again and moving to the opposite sides of the country, just so they never had to see each other again, I would love that. But that's not usually how they work out, so I'm not a big fan. Anyway, I'm not gonna be able to do that today because I told my daughter that I would go grocery shopping with her and I would go to the mall with her, which would have been really fun when I was 19, but I don't want to do that now. I have regrets because all I wanted to do was sit and knit, and I'm not crying for that either. I'm not crying. I just found out that my in-laws are not coming this weekend anymore, and so that's really, oh, that's my energy drink. That's really great because I don't have to clean the house now. Like, that's awesome. That's a load off my shoulders, although I do want them to come. It's just not in the cards this weekend. I'm sure that they'll come another weekend and I will have to clean the house then, but for right now I can sit and knit. So speaking of knitting, yesterday I was working on my mittens that I had started out of the Hannah Made It advent calendar that I had last year, I think. So these are really, people always say I'm a fast knitter, and I don't think I really am. I'm almost done with this one. I knit these mittens. That's exactly what they look like. I just used the advent balls I had left over for as long as I had them, and you can see that I had a lot of yellow, which I wasn't really expecting. And then I had a lot of peach, so I just used it for the decreases and the thumb. But they have, see, I don't know. I wanted them to look like they kind of went together, so I made the cuffs the same, but I wanted to use the rest of this yarn too, so this one went a little longer. These two are like the same color, and I don't know why I ended up with 2 balls of it, but they got separated at some point, I guess. So this is the World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. Yeah, I think they're nice. They're really warm. It's just super wash DK wool. Went pretty quickly. So I was gonna take the girls out to the bus stop, and it's so cold outside, and I was like, oh yeah, I have new mittens, right? And I was so excited to wear them because I think they're so cute. But I realized I couldn't because they don't have mittens, and I can't go out to the bus stop with my kids with mittens when they are mittenless, right? Like, so I have to start making them mittens as well, but I don't want to use new yarn because I don't want to wind it. I'm trying to avoid winding yarn, and I'm trying to just work for my stash, or my scrap stash, because I have so much I need to get rid of it. That's why I made the Larkin sweater for Molly, because it was all scraps. So I dug around and I found this ball of yarn, and it is Cascade Eco Plus in an undyed colorway. I used this to make my Glam Lamb cardigan by Stephen West when I went to Rhinebeck. And so I still have like this much left. It's bulky weight. And so I'm gonna make them both a pair of gloves because I'm lazy and want to use thick yarn. And I don't want to wind anything. So this I think should make at least 2 pairs of gloves, I hope. And then they'll just have something. And if I decide to make them something cuter later, I can do that. But this is my plan right now. I don't know. I'm not crying. I'm not sad. So this is what is happening with that. I haven't cast on yet, obviously, but I did weave in most of my ends on my gloves. I have these 3 things left, and that's because I was sitting here weaving them in and I dropped my needle down the couch cushion crack and I couldn't find it, so that was the end of that. You know, at some point you have to accept that is just the Lord's will, and you will not be weaving in the ends, because I have a million needles, but they're all over the house. Like, I didn't want to get up and look, so I just sat there bored because I didn't want to do it. But there were a lot of ends to these, right? Because they're scrubby. So, but I got most of them. I should have 3 more. It's okay. It's okay. I like these. I'm really excited about them. I think they're so cute. So that's my knitting plan. My Mr. Knit Along, how's that going? Well, it's not. It's not. Thanks for asking that question. Kind of rude, but you know, I forgive you. It's fine. I haven't done it yet, and I probably won't. I'm not excited about it. It's not, I don't feel pressure to get it off the needles now. I don't know. We'll see where that goes. So I want to knit mittens and make sure I get that done. Maybe a couple hats. I hate knitting hats. I hate knitting hats, and I don't know why, but I would rather knit a sweater. I would rather knit a pair of socks. I would rather knit anything besides, oh, I don't have the knit hats. I have the snap hats. Why don't you remind me? I don't need hats. They're good. Okay, so mittens and hats. I'm not making scarves or anything like that because they will just lose them. It's not going to happen. But yeah, no, I think this is good, right? Okay. What else? Nothing, I guess. I have nothing. I have to go now to the mall and to the grocery store, which we have a Winco here, and it has sushi. It's got a sushi bar, so that's really cool. So I'll probably get some sushi there, I guess. And then she wants to go to the mall to buy herself something nice, is what she said, which I think that's a good idea. Self-care. I won't be buying anything nice, but she wants to go do that. So I'm gonna go hang out with her while she shops. She doesn't actually want to hang out with me, don't get me wrong. She does not want to hang out with me. She doesn't even like me, but I mean, you know what I mean. She's a teenager, but I drive and she doesn't want to drive. So it's like, if I go with her, then I'll drive her, which makes that sounded a lot worse than it actually is. I'm just saying, you know, it's not like it's her first choice is to go hang out with her mom, but she drives a stick. She has like a little bug, and she has a stick, but she's not super comfortable driving the stick because we live in a really hilly area. And so if I drive, I'm gonna take my minivan. I think she just feels a lot safer doing that, and I'm gonna have to be the one to park. So I was trying to be nice, and now she's like, yay, that's great. And I'm like, I didn't think she would say that. I was gonna watch a Christmas movie. It's fine. It's fine. I can't get over how like sad I look today. I don't know. So yeah, my kids get home early today at 2:30. So that's kind of a bummer because I'm gonna go out and do all this stuff, and then I might have like an hour, and then they're gonna be home. I did not wear my I voted sticker, in case you guys were wondering, because A, I didn't go out anywhere, and B, I want to keep it nice. It's the only one I've had in 22 years. So I did not wear it, but I did rip it off the paper, like that corner of paper. I ripped it off and kept it and threw the rest away. So there's that. I guess I still have it. Like, I just want to keep it. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. My life is very boring. I don't have a whole lot going on. My daughter wants to leave as soon as this is over. So I guess I'm gonna end it, because when I do this and I try like come up with stuff to say, it doesn't go well. Maximum Yarnage is doing some giveaways over on her Vlogtober. her Vlogber, her vlog. So I think you guys should go over there and check her out. She's doing some really fun giveaways, and I think they're super fun. She's so generous with all of her yarn. Like, I don't know, man. She sent me a skein too, and I'm like, oh, didn't have to do that. She's so nice though. And so, yeah, I think you guys should go watch that. Perfect Stitch Fiber Company. I think I've mentioned both of those. You know what? See, this is how this is going now that I'm trying to like draw it out a little bit. So ignore me and go watch them because they are fun. I don't know. Am I fun? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go. Have a good day. Have a lot of fun knitting if you can. Try to fit that in. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.